Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Ultra League again, and today we have a different team where it is either you win the lead or you are gonna try to win back the switch, but with Tapu Fini. So here we have Shadow Dragonite with the Tapu Fini and the Cobalion. So this opponent ends up switching out into the Steelix, and lucky for us, we have the Cobalion to dominate this matchup. We're not going to have to shield anything. This is probably the Psychic Fang. Indeed, it is Psychic Fang. It does a little bit of a tickle. Here we're going to throw on optimal timing, and we're going to force our opponent to decide, are they going to shield once or just going to let it go? Good to know that a Steelix is able to survive two Sacred Swords. Here, our opponent ends up coming back in with their Cobalion, so this is where they're going to invest some shields, probably. Okay, they don't invest the shield. Here, we try to catch a move. This is probably going to be the Stone Edge. Yep, Stone Edge comes in. We don't worry about that. And now we know that since we can survive another Stone Edge, we're not going to throw a move here. We're just going to potentially farm it down. And that's exactly what happens. They come back in with a Giratina. We force out Moonblast because we know that we can do big damage, or we're just going to be able to whittle it down with that Dragonite later. So GG's to our opponent right there. This team is kind of spicy. The lead is kind of a you can win most leads, or you're just going to get obviously you're going to be afraid of the ice and the fairies. So let's see what kind of leads we find here. So far, this even against this Dragonite is pretty decent. Look at this Dragonite do amazing Dragon Breath damage. We are gonna shield once, and I mean even look at this Giratina. This Giratina comes in as a safe switch. We're gonna be able to throw a Dragon Claw here. It does like 50% damage. So what we end up doing is one shield farm down. Since they let that Dragon Claw go through, this is just a farm down. That is insane. Shadow Dragonite just took out a Ultra League Giratina. Of course, they let one Dragon Claw go through, but because of that, we are able to just farm it down. And then here, we decide to try to catch a move, and looks like we did catch a move successfully. This is going to be inefficient energy, and now we're going to see what they bring back in. It ends up being the Swampert. So this Swampert here is at least going to be able to throw an Earthquake because we have no shields here, but we do get a shield in the process. Here they throw on optimal timing right there, well timed by my opponent. This is 100% an Earthquake indeed, and it does take it out. So we got a decision to make there. They were at full energy, so we cannot go in with the Dragonite because they would just be able to throw Hydro Cannons at us. Here we force out some energy because we were about to get to a Sacred Sword. It is another Earthquake, so we know that they're at 0 energy here. Here we farm up just a little bit. We throw the Dragon Claw to take out the Swampert, and then we know that they have Charizard on the back here, and it's just a fast move down, and we win by one fast move, literally one fast move. They were in the middle of their second wing attack there, but because the Dragon Breath went through and KO'd, we actually get the win. So GG's to our opponent right there. These games do go much quicker because of the how fragile this whole team is. But we do have a mirror Dragonite here. Our opponent's Dragonite is probably a little bit better than ours. It looks like it's close to 2,500. Ours is like 2459. Not awesome, but not terrible. We do one shield farm down there, and then we are able to throw a superpower at this Cobalion. So we're just going to go Cobalion for Cobalion. In our mind, we kind of think they have a Tapu Fini in the back. So let's see what we do here. We decide to catch a move here just to see what they have. We know that this move here is inefficient, so we are able to tank that easily. And then, oh, okay. Well, tell us what you think that they had in the back right there. They saw the Tapu Fini and just left. It could be a ranger thing. Maybe it was another Steelix, or maybe it was some kind of fire type Tapu. It could have been Talonflame. I don't know. Let us know in the comments which one you think it was. But anyways, here we are. We are faced with a worst case scenario. We do get run into a fairy type in the front, so we immediately switch. And then they throw the Moonblast and dip. Unfortunate for us, we did get debuffed, but we also throw Moonblast back at this Jellicent, and it also gets debuffed. So this is really, really crazy right now. The debuffs of the Moonblast are coming in hot here. We throw another Moonblast here because we know that they're not going to get KO'd, but it looks like they do shield just to save this Jellicent. Even that Shadow Ball right there was not enough to KO. So here, we are deciding to basically farm down. We have to one shield and farm down and just hope that the Shadow Dragonite in the back is enough to beat whatever else is in the back here. Here we go for the double Dragon Claws here to just do some chip damage. Expecting them to throw a move pretty soon. Getting a little bit of frame drops here, but let's see if it even matters. This ends up being the Moonblast, takes care of that easily. And then now it looks like we have a Cobalion. Okay, and then so nice work by my opponent on throwing right before we get to the move. Ends up being the Moonblast. This Moonblast does well did enough, and we end up seeing a Gliscor in the back. So this is not going to be winnable, as Gliscor just is not going to be taking any super effective damage. So GG's to our opponent right there. Also, maybe our opponent had Gliscor in the back in that last game actually. So maybe that's why. So far, this team feels very high risk reward. Obviously, if you can win the lead, you're sitting great. But if you aren't able to win the lead, usually they do have a counter for us in the back. But you know, it is the nature of GBO. All teams are beatable. So here we go. Shadow Dragonite versus this Garbage. Even this matchup is still pretty good for the Dragonite as long as you throw on optimal timing. Here we do shield the correct discharge. We force a Dragon Claw out. We do get a shield, so perfect. And now it looks like they are able to get to another move here, and we are just gonna two shield farm down. So like I said, you win the lead, go for it. If you can't win the lead, switch out. And then here we have, this Shadow Drapion is, honestly, I'm jealous because I don't have the Shadow Drapion available. But also, it potentially could no Sludge Bomb here to just completely take this out immediately. Our opponent ends up throwing the Crunch, so that tells me they don't have the Sludge Bomb version. This is probably Crunch and Aqua Tail, which means that we are able to survive the second one. And now we're just going to throw this Surf. This Surf doesn't KO, but it chips it away. We have to go in with the Cobalion. Now that we know that we only have to worry about a Crunch, we're going to farm down if we can. They're probably going to switch out at some point here. Okay, they do switch out. And now it's just a matter of who can get to the second move, or if we want, we can try to catch a move here. So here we end up CMP tie, and they actually win the CMP right there. So yep, Sylveon wins CMP versus the Cobalion, and that is GG's. If we had caught that move, we would have been able to throw another Stone Edge at it. So unfortunate for us, we're not going to be able to win this one right here. So check out this team if you haven't already. Let us know if you're going to try it, and hope you enjoyed the video.